Deconstructing Sexual Shame, Chapter 8 is called Weight Loss. So when I was 21, I weighed 106 kilos. I think that's 230 or 40 pounds. And I lost 30 kilos between the ages of 22 and 24. It took a year and a half. And so that would be 66 pounds. So, but to really give you a perspective, okay, because I am a very tall person and I carry a lot of weight and I'm still a very heavy person. So I was a dress size 18 when I was 22 and in Australian sizes, which would probably be a 16 in America. And I lost only three dress sizes and got down to a size 12 from 18 to 12. And so in America, that would be like size 10. And so for me, losing a dress size is a whole 10 kilos, which is 22 pounds. It's a chunk. It's a massive chunk just to get down one dress size. So now currently, if you look at what I am right now ish, I'm a dress size bigger than I was at my thinnest. I'm a size 14 or large, basically. And but I'm also 2 sizes smaller than my biggest size. So I did that through predominantly through exercise. I started swimming. I talk about in one of my other videos, I talked about how I learned to wear tampons so that I could go swimming because a doctor told me that I had early onset arthritis in my back. I was experiencing a lot of back pain, and the only thing that the doctor and I could boil it down to was you're too overweight, and I needed to lose some weight to heal my back. And the doctor said that the best way to do it would be to swim laps. So I decided I was going to swim laps once a week. And I did that. I have done that for 20 years, although obviously not every single week. Just for the, on average, I guess I would swim 40 times a year. But there's a few years where I've swum less than that because maybe only got there once a month, particularly during COVID and stuff like that. So yeah, lost a lot of weight, swimming laps, walking. I'm not very good at running and jogging because I have asthma when I do that. And just eating a little bit differently, but I'm going to write a weight loss memoir that's more of a weight fluctuation and maintenance type memoir. It's not about how to lose weight because it's different for everybody, and not everybody is going to needs to be obsessed about losing weight. I am a healthier person because of weight loss, but I also understand that we can become too obsessed with our weight. We can become too obsessed with what the media says about how women should look. And I'm reasonably happy with the way that I look, even though I'm not. My BMI will tell you that I'm overweight right now in this body. And I've been way more overweight than this. But BMI calculations are ridiculous. So the reason why this chapter about weight loss happens in between the chapter about my obsession with Bear, a guy I kind of nicknamed Teddy Bear, and the chapter where I eventually, after a lot of years, finally got over that obsession, is because I had this revelation that it was not helpful for me to be overweight if I wanted to enter a relationship. I was using my weight to guard against sex. I was trying to avoid both rape and consensual sex by keeping myself overweight. And so that was a massive revelation for me at the age of 22. And I was like, okay, I want sexual healing And I think that includes I need to lose some weight and embrace my body as a sexual body, as a healthy body, and not be constantly trying to hide it, suppress it, indulge overeating or not laziness, but just that's how it was labeled. Oh, you're too lazy. But I was not exercising enough. So just wanting to embrace health, including very much sexual health, which I had been avoiding for years. And so I went on this weight loss journey that took a long time while I was obsessed with this particular guy. And part of it, in raw honesty, was to attract his attention and in the hopes that he might fall in love with a skinnier version of me. And which didn't work. He maybe was a little more attractive. We went on a couple of dates, but my personality is still the same, right? And so whether or not he was ever attracted to my personality is hard to say, because I put out a lot of very vibes, as I think I said in my other video, that I put out these vibes of actually attracting rejection and preferring guys who don't want to have sex with me, like preferring to have relationships with people who aren't really attracted to me, because it was very terrifying and scary to have relationships with people who want to enjoy your body or give you pleasure or find you seriously attractive. And this was a massive battle for me, a massive big deal, being overweight, losing weight, suppressing my sexuality and trying to then embrace my sexuality. All of it took, and this obsession with Barry, the whole thing took years. So I know I said he was Bear, but Barry Bear, I called him Barry Bear in the book. All of this took years to get over the obsession, to lose weight, to embrace my sexuality just a little bit more, to understand, to have a new God concept that is more gracious and loving, so that I understand God to be more gracious and loving, but I also experience myself more gracious and loving toward myself. Like embracing, I don't have to be perfect. I'm allowed to be horny. I'm allowed to be sexual. I'm allowed to be overweight. I'm allowed to be thin and not feel like it's the most threatening thing in the world. I'm allowed to attract men's attention. I need to get used to attracting attention and desire, or how am I going to ever fall in love and have sex and get married and all of the things? Like, I was avoiding those things, and it took years to kind of reverse the avoidance and suppression and go, I can embrace myself. I can embrace relationships with the opposite sex, because I was attracted to the opposite sex. And you know what? I shouldn't even call it the opposite sex. I was attracted to men, I was focused on my attraction to men, and I needed to deconstruct that fear and that shame so that I could reconstruct love, desire, sexuality, and getting in touch with how to have a relationship with someone, a real, authentic relationship. So that's chapter 8. Sandwiched between chapters 7 and 9, and in my next video I will talk about chapter 10.